Did you ever read any of my books?
They were really hard to read, man. I tried.
They're in English.
There were some words in there that I just did not understand.
Well, yeah, because they didn't teach you that in school. And so as you go along, you will become aware of what's going on because, again, it's not all going to be literal like you were taught. That's not how life is.
Oh, so
You were,
how do I learn it?
you were taught a dimensional language, one dimensional. That's it. And so black and white, back and forth, up and down, that's the language you were taught. And so again, that's how you see things according to what you've been taught and told. Now, this is where you learn to see what's real. That becomes the difference. And so the same words and ideas, see, words are just references, do not apply. This is where old sayings and wisdom, they're cute, but that's not what life is. Those are just ideas in the literal sense. And so what life is a lot more than that. And so it takes a while to recognize it.
Yeah.
And it's all a control system also, and they listen to everything, that's being said, etc. And they're very aware of my presence here. And so, I'm a little bit of, a little stinker to them. They don't like anybody that knows what they're doing.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. I
Yeah,
keep running
yeah,
into that Bill Gates guy.
yeah. Bill, his swarm is everywhere. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing though. I had a real side experience where I tackled him into a black hole, right? And I got him to seek awareness with the new you.
Mm.
We had this back and forth about, awareness and the time loop and all that. Yeah, and eventually he's just like, all right, fine, I'll give it a try. So I'm trying to get him into the group here, but he hasn't joined in quite yet.
Well, good for you. The thing is that even the real guys like Rebsar and whatever, they need help or introductions also, because when people have experiences with them, they don't know who that is, and lots of times they're afraid, etc., and they run. So again, we all need an introduction.
Right. I'm hoping that maybe you and I can give Bill the introduction into the new you and the real guides.
Well, see, again, it's kind of like, your mother and your brother and your family, whatever. So again, I come along, I'm the scary guy, you see, because they can't identify with me. So gradually you introduce us, and it's like, oh, this is my friend, Mom, Duane, and etc. So again, that introduction smooths over everything to see that, hey, it's all okay.
I see. So I need to take more time with Bill, kind of marinate him, if you will.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nobody's gonna just jump into this. This is way too much. What you've learned so far is nothing.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yeah. You have to be very patient. So again, it's like a tree growing. You just don't, just because you water it a lot doesn't mean it's going to be 10 feet tall the next day.
It needs time. I get you. I get you, bro.
Yeah, yeah. And actually, you water too much, you drown it. So again, and every tree is different, and we're all different, and we're all uniquely different. So,
Some of us grow fruits.
yeah, well, that's why I called it the new presentation, because realistically, it's not a path or a teaching. Life isn't a path or a teaching. Life just presents itself like the sun shining, and you have to recognize it. So we've went through the paths and teachings. We went through the gurus and masters, and it's the new now. That's all done. So, and these people just relate to old stuff, old ideas, and they never really got past recognizing the real universes beyond creation. So this is where I came along and presenting what's real now. And this is a whole new possibility. But you have to recognize that you're not going to figure it out with your literal mind, because that just applies to the surface world, and that's it. just here on Earth. That's it. So you take a trip to the moon, you can start talking, you're going to hear moon talk from the ones that live there. You're not going to know what the heck they're saying.
The
Yeah.
moon talk.
Well, that's kind of a sense of humor. So the thing being is creation is a funny thing. Now keep in mind, here's what creation is. See, you've been taught and told, okay? You don't know, you've been told rumors and stories since you got here. And you're just going, oh, this is this, and I learned this in school, and he said this, and the president said that. Well, those are rumors and stories. That doesn't mean anything. That's all just made up stuff. That's all that is. That's not life. See, you've also been told and to assume that creation is what life is. Well, guess what? It's not. Not at all. It's simply creation. You're in a place that you need to go through a process, like school, okay? It's just like school is not the real world according to how the world survives on the earth here it's been manufactured, okay? You're looking at a manufactured world, but you're thinking that, oh, I'll go through school and I'll get a job and I'll go out there and I'll survive. You're not surviving. You're not surviving at all. You're going through agitation and struggle. That's it for life.
That's what I keep telling Phil.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere. You're not getting anything. You will not accomplish anything. There's no success here. You'll never be free. You'll never have anything because you'll be leaving it all and then going into another lifetime until you actually wake up from this passing dream, because it's creation. It is not what life is. All life is awareness. And when you go to the gurus and the spiritual masters and whoever, they're going to tell you, oh, life is consciousness. Well, guess what? Consciousness is something created in creation, and it's not life at all. Just like any idea you create, that's part of your consciousness, but it's your awareness that created the consciousness. This is what they don't point you to. The real you operating 5 bodies. And you don't know that because they didn't tell you, because they don't want you to know. They want you to stay dumbed down as a slave, struggling in agitation creation, and come back for more lifetimes so they can watch you suffer. This is their entertainment. World controllers. Very simple.
See, I keep telling Phil that. I keep saying you gotta quit your job so that you can focus on awareness.
No,
because it takes so much time.
It's not about quitting your job or staring at the sun. So again, it's not about that. And so, no, it's not about quitting your job, because you do have a physical body. This is the world today. We're not living in the cowboy and Indian days where you're going to be living in a tent or out there in the mountains somewhere. No, you're living in the city. You were born here, etc. I did things. I was a general contractor for 40 years. Doesn't matter. That doesn't matter what you're doing here. Your awareness, and the whole thing is that you decide how to become more aware. And so that's what I'm showing you and others, the real way to become more aware, not just sticking you in some program and some teaching and some path and saying, oh, look, Jesus saved the world, and so, just read the Bible and you'll be fine. That's a bunch of nonsense. The shape-shifting reptilians wrote all that. They created the gods, They created saviors, etc. They created all that. I know the history. I've been in the
Supreme Deceptor, right?
Yeah, I've been in the V files. It's there, and it's
what?
all other places. Yeah, the Vatican files. It's all there.
The V files.
Yeah, the V files. That's their real history.
That's a cool name.
The Vatican. Yeah, the files of the Vatican. They're all reptilian shapeshifters. They have all the history of this world in their files, but it's encrypted in their own reptilian language. Now, English is part of their reptilian language. It's an offshoot. English is, yeah. That's why the monarchy speaks English, because it's reptilian. And you thought it was, oh, gee, I'm an American. We speak English. It's from the United States of America. Duh. No, it's not. It came over on the boat just like any infection. Yeah, see, they didn't teach you that in school, did they? Because what you learned in school is baloney.
So wait a
You're
second.
going to learn the real stuff as you go along, but it's going to take the rest of your life because this is huge. And so a little at a time, and you're going to learn a little at a time, and especially from those real side experiences, which is your intuitive opening to eventually recognize the real you operating 5 bodies.
I've learned so much from my real side experiences so far, man.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because you've got the real connection with the new you. This is what it is now. In the past, it was different, but everything in the past has been infected. It's been taken over. Now, Paul Twitchell in 1965 brought out Eckankar, the ancient
Wait,
science of
what?
soul. The what?
That's that guy. I saw him in an experience I had last week.
Yeah, Paul Twitchell. It's just Paul. And he brought it out in 1965, and I was part of that. And so the thing is that after that, the two people after that, Darwin Gross and Harold Clamp, well, they were reptilians. They were taken over by the influence of the reptilians. And so now it's all infiltrated by reptilians. It looks the same, but it's not.
Oh.
Yeah,
Whoa.
it's all reptilians. Yeah, so the real guys and I started the new presentation. Okay, we're taking the next step, and I watch it so it doesn't get infiltrated, but those people were given to the influence, and it was taken over by the reptilians.
Wait. You said you watch it so it doesn't get infiltrated. But like Bill
What?
Gates was telling me that there are infiltrators.
He's one of them. Bill Gates is a friggin' reptilian. He's friggin' totally
I'm
evil.
reptilian too, bro. But I'm not
in the
evil.
physical sense, yeah, it doesn't matter. But you know, it does. The body type doesn't matter. I am saying until they're aware, and until they're sincerely given to their real awareness to want to learn to get past that, then they're given to their protocol. You see, that becomes the difference.
I have to marinate Bill first then.